We've covered a lot in this introduction section to IT service management. Let's recap a bit of what we've learned. We first started off by learning that IT service management is a structured, ongoing discipline for designing, delivering, supporting, and improving IT services in order to produce value and meet business needs. We also clarified how service management differs from project management. While projects are temporary efforts to create something new, service management and operations help us ensure that what was created during the project continues to work, evolve, and support the organization long after the project ends. From there, we explored value, and we learned how value is more than just what something costs or what kind of features it has. Value is focused on being useful, meaningful, and relevant in a service context to the people actually using it, our service consumers. Most importantly, we learned that value is always defined by the consumer, not the provider. We also introduced the concept of value co-creation. Value co-creation is the idea that real lasting value only emerges when providers and consumers can collaborate, adapt, and grow together. Then we covered common terms like utility and warranty. Utility is what a service does, and warranty is the assurance that the service will perform as promised. We also covered expenses, including CapEx and OpEx expenses. Remember, capital expenses are bigger purchase expenses, operating expenses are generally smaller and more subscription or usage based. Then we covered risk, especially from the context of IT service management. Remember, risks generally get reduced or introduced by using a new service. And then we built a clear understanding of all aspects of services, including service providers, service offerings, service organizations, service consumers, service relationships, stakeholders, and SLAs. From there, we broke down the four dimensions of service management, including organizations and people, information and technology, partners and suppliers, as well as value streams and processes. Remember, each of these four dimensions are ITIL specific, and they help us build a complete picture of how IT services should operate. From there, we talked about the Service Value System, or SVS. SVS is an incredibly important structured model in ITIL that helps us bring together five major aspects of IT service management, including the service value chain, which is the main set of activities that need to be completed in a service, our guiding principles, which help us steer decision making, the 34 practices, which help us support service delivery, governance, which ensures that everything is meeting organizational standards, as well as any sort of internal or external compliance, and finally, continual improvement to ensure that we're always growing. Then we wrapped this section up by bringing everything together in that real-world example in the previous video about Microsoft Teams. We talked about everything from how project management would originally implement the solution to how service management would take over once the project ends to support, improve, grow, and maintain that platform over time. By now, you should have a very clear understanding of what IT service management is and why it's different from project management, how value is defined and delivered and who defines it, how all the moving parts of ITSM as well as ITIL, from service relationships to the service value system, work in order to keep IT services aligned and within business goals. We'll be talking all about how ITSM and ITIL concepts come together later in this course, but for now, just understand these main terms. In the next section, we'll start exploring the ITIL concept of the four dimensions of service management.